Was I arrogant? Yes. I have that characteristic. I can be arrogant. And I think there's a lot of hubris that comes in my former business. You know, people flying all over the world and asking me how to have a better life. And it tends to go to your head. You know, you tend to think you've got all the answers. And so you get humbled.
When you were told that people had died, 3 people had died, what was your immediate reaction?
Shock. Denial. Disbelief. I couldn't comprehend it. Anguish. Like I said, it's the greatest pain I can imagine is to really care about helping people and end up seeing them getting hurt.
I mean, people who heard you say that earlier reacted quite strongly and said, well, no, the greater pain is to be a relative of somebody who died in your lodge that day. And I want to play a clip now. This is from Kirby Brown, one of the victims. She was 38 from Westtown, New York. This is her mother talking about what happened.
How many people walked past my daughter in her last moments trying to gasp for breath and didn't help her? How do you live with that? Someone was working to revive her outside the tent, and I don't know that they were even trained to do CPR. How do you live with that?
How do you live with that? And what do you say to a mother who has lost her daughter in such circumstances?
I'm terribly sorry. It's not easy to live with. You know, it's something I've thought about every single day and will continue to.
Do you feel guilty for what happened?
It was my event. It was my lodge. I designed it, not the lodge. I designed the event. I chose to do the lodge. And to that degree, I'm responsible. I was a captain of the ship. I have to take responsibility for that.
There was an allegation that you left the scene pretty quickly and just disappeared. Is that true? And if so, why did you leave so fast?
You know, Pierce, I wish I could say that I was enlightened enough to not have any impulse for self-preservation. I'm not. Within the first 5 minutes, the detective told me that they were investigating it as a homicide, and I was already in shock, and I was like, what? And I called my lawyer, and my lawyer said, get out of there. I told him what the detective said. He said, get out of there. They'd seized my room. There was nowhere to go, and so I left. And again, there's many things I wish, in retrospect, I could do differently. I mean, but I was scared.